First of all, is he even the Last Jedi? I don't understand that. Who's the Last Jedi? What's up, Story Geeks? You might want to sit down for this one. I'm Jay from the Story Geeks. We're about to talk about The Last Jedi. This movie is polarizing, and we're about to talk about some of the most polarizing things about this film. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This isn't just about what I think. I want to hear what you think, so make sure and leave us a comment. Also, before I jump in, if you like this video, if you like The Last Jedi, click the like button. And also subscribe for more geek discussions about geek films, science fiction, fantasy, and comic books. First up, Leia using the Force. I'm okay with it. We know that Leia can use the Force. We know that she's Force sensitive. And there's no way that Luke hasn't trained her in some way, shape, or form over the last 30 years. The real question is this the way that we want to see Leia using the Force? I'm okay with it. It is one of the most shocking moments in the film because some of us expected them to potentially kill off Princess Leia in this film. And that's just the first of many surprises that we are going to see in The Last Jedi. The bigger question is, how are they going to deal with this in Episode 9? What happens to Leia? Next, the Finn-Rose relationship and the entire Kanto Abite subplot. This subplot is one of my biggest complaints about this film. The Kanto Abite expedition serves two purposes. The first is character development for Finn and Rose that actually doesn't help the main plot. The second is to introduce us to Broomstick Kid, which is only relevant to this film as it relates to the overarching saga and whether or not it is the Skywalker saga. Neither of those things are sufficient to get me behind this subplot. I do like Rose, and I've always been a fan of Finn, but this whole sequence seems a little too prequel-y to me. And that leads us to one of the biggest problems with this film. This film picks up right where The Force Awakens leaves off. This creates a lot of awkwardness in this film that could have been avoided simply by having a time jump, having some time pass in between the movies. There's something cool about picking up right where The Force Awakens left off, but ultimately, I don't know that it works here because of some of the things that we have to deal with. Let's talk about Luke Skywalker. I know there's a whole not my Luke movement out there, hashtag not my Luke, and I get why. The last time we saw Luke Skywalker, he was hopeful and triumphant. But now we see him and he's a complete hermit. He's cut himself off from the world. In fact, he's cut himself off from the Force. It's not a Luke that we've seen before, and it's not a Luke that's familiar to us. But Luke's characterization doesn't really bother me. It's been 30 years, and people change. People change a lot in 30 years. I'm okay with this, Luke. I love the throne room scene. The throne room scene is fantastic. Everything that happens in this scene and all the ways that it happens are all amazing. Rey dropping the lightsaber and slicing at the dude's legs. Kylo lighting the saber through the guard's eye. So good. I was shocked at Snoke's death, but I really liked that moment. It does create one story problem potentially, and that is that the most powerful, most intimidating person in the entire galaxy that we're aware of is now gone. I guess unless he goes like all Darth Maul on us and gets some robo legs. Overall though, my complaints about the throne room scene are really minor because we don't really know what's going to happen because of Snoke's death, and this could be an amazing storyline that makes Kylo even more intimidating. Overall, I really like this movie. The throne room scene for me is where this movie becomes amazing. Before that, it's not my favorite film, but once we hit the throne room scene, everything from that point on is awesome. That's it for now, but I know we have a lot more to discuss about this movie, including some more insights about the Jedi and the Force moving forward. I'll create another video soon about The Last Jedi so we can keep talking about this film. In the meantime, leave me a comment. What do you want me to talk about next? And how did you feel about all of the scenes that I brought up from this movie? Make sure you subscribe for more videos from me and the rest of the Story Geeks crew. And remember, question everything in your favorite stories and always seek the truth.